morning, everyone. It's Sasha Buzz. How you doing? Welcome to another episode of Breaking Dawn. How you feeling, guys? I hope you're all doing well. I hope you've recovered from last night. It was another late one last night for me. Do you know what? It could have been a lot worse, couldn't it? We could have lost that game, guys. If we're being totally honest with ourselves, we could have lost that game. We somehow managed to salvage a draw in the end. What are your feelings about the performance? My performance a little bit mixed. I felt we were okay. We were a bit lucky in regards to the goals. I felt like the goals were kind of fortuitous. They came from mistakes from the goalkeeper. But you know what? You make your own luck in football. I've always believed that. You make your own luck in football at the end of the day. And we played some good stuff in the first half, although I was very concerned, again, about the defensive side of things, the midfield side of things. As we predicted before the game, that this game is going to be very, very open, given the selection in midfield and given the left-back situation that we should have addressed in the summer. I did say we needed to address the left-back situation. I was a big advocate for Kadioglu players like that, but I'm not going to talk about those players because they're not playing for us any now. But what I would say is that Dalot on the left-hand side isn't working. We're creating too much space, and we're getting a lot of bother in regards to other teams breaking on us from that side. Teams are scoring goals from that side. I think 99% of our goals this season against us have been from the left side. So, we got to address this pretty soon. You know what? Rashford got taken off yesterday because he was not tracking back. And I absolutely concur with that. I agree with that. If you're going to be you're playing for Manchester United, you need to work. You need to work your socks off. You need to track back. You need to tackle. Ryan Giggs, of course, on that left-hand side, used to sprint the length of the pitch all the way to the end, make a tackle, and then run all the way back to the other end of the pitch and still create chances and still become a world-class attacking player, of course, almost every game. Good morning, Jim. How you doing? Hi, Sal. Got the lights up. Started. How are you today? Sorry, we're going to win the match. Won't be on this afternoon, as I will be out. Greetings, respect. Big up, Jim. I hope you're feeling good today, my friend. Yo, Rasta, how you doing, my friend? How you feeling? Can I share my thoughts on the match? You can, mate. I just have to go through this analysis, pal. I have to go through this analysis and get it over and done with quick because, it's Friday again. You know what I mean? And I just want to enjoy this Friday and have a fantastic day, guys, because at the end of the day, look, you know what? There's lots of things. We can pick the bones out of the team. We can pick the bones out of a lot of things in regards to, but we're actually not that far away, and we're not. And I'll give you the reason why. We're actually a couple of selections away from solidifying our midfield, and I've said that simply by moving Eriksen into that number 10 position, simply by putting the CDM as an Ugarte and Casemiro play a double pivot, simply by doing something like that. I don't know why we're playing Eriksen in the middle of the park because I don't think it works. It doesn't work, my friends. It doesn't. And at the end of the day, he's too slow. And when the game started, I said, look, you know what? It's okay, but the midfield is going to be left open. That is the problem. And at the end of the day, when the midfield is left open, if you lose the midfield battle, generally, you lose the game. Somehow, we managed to salvage the game. Now, we went 2-0 up, things are rosy. But even when we went 2-0 up, it wasn't safe. It wasn't solidified. You always felt like they were going to get back into the game, guys. Absolutely. Morning, Sal. Everton are just trying to get 70 million run. Sunday's game is here. Could be the end. If he loses that game, Chow, it looks like it's the end, my friend. It looks like it will be the beginning of the end. There's no point us ranting and raving and moaning about it, of course. We know that it's going to be the end if he loses that game against Aston Villa. And by the looks of things, if he does pick that team, it looks like it will be the end because he's not picking the team that we say he should pick. Even though it's crying out for the team that we say he should pick. Morning, Gray. How you doing, my friend? How you been? I hope you're doing well. Morning, Sal, and everyone. I said yesterday I'd be happy with a draw. At the end of the day, Gray, we have to be happy with the draw. Look, at the end of the day, is FC Porto. They are a very good team in theory. Well, they used to be and stuff. We drew away from home. We probably should have lost the game in the end, although we could have won the game as well. So it was a bit of a bittersweet, wasn't it, Gray? At the end of the day, you know what? We managed to salvage a draw. And thankfully, Harry Maguire and his head managed to score. And you know what? It's one thing we haven't done enough of. Scoring from corners, scoring from set pieces, things like that. We haven't done enough of that, have we? So at the end of the day, guys, it's a point gained. You have to say that it's a point gain, but we cannot go on against Villa and against Fenerbahce, Brentford, all these teams in that manner. We need to solidify that midfield. I've said it over and over again. The midfield needs to be the double pivot. That's what it needs to be. Otherwise, and this inadverted winger, this is inadverted fullbacks is the problem. And I've been saying it. No, we don't have a choice. No, we don't. But that is why we should have played a young player like Harry Amass and brought him into the game here and there, 20 minutes here, 15 minutes here, get him some experience, get him some strength, and you know what, slowly drift him into the team, because I'm fed up with us playing right footers on left back, left footers on right back, and the same with the midfield as well. I did say Porto. Porto drew. You did say about what Hayden. Big up Hayden. How you doing? Morning, pal. Fanatic 8. Absolutely. Big up Fanatic 8. How you doing? I don't think Porto are a good team. I don't actually. I think Man City, Villa, Chelsea, Liverpool would destroy them, sweep the floor of them. Honestly, I'll be honest with you, Hayden. In the first half, we should have scored 3 or 4 goals. I mean, anyone who concedes like that against us, it's not a very good team, because you know how good we are at scoring. Big up Rasmus though on his first goal. I'm going to bring that in. Kayse, Ericsson, Bruno, these midfielders have no future. Agreed, Chow. Agree, 100%. Zizou, Ten Hag don't have a plan B. Good point. He doesn't, and this is a worrying thing. This is a worrying trend about Erik Ten Hag. He doesn't seem to know what to do when we go behind or things like that. He knows how to start. No, well, I wouldn't even say he knows how to start a game. I mean, because obviously he does start games slowly a lot of the time, but you know, he doesn't know how to like change it when adversity strikes, because adversity strikes in all games. Do you know what I mean? Adversity does strike. Ten Hag out must be is crap. Ten Hag out must be is crap, my friend. Crap. CRAP, crab. I get confused when you say crab, mate. Big up, fan. United has said that Mars physically not ready for the league. Isn't that what they said about Fernandes, Chow? And he's killing it at Benfica. They said exactly the same thing with Pellistri as well, didn't they? It's crazy. Yes, I'll totally agree. All the inverted tactics and all that isn't working. Fanatic 8, and do you know what you have to do? If it's not working, Sir Alex Ferguson would have did the same. If it's not working, you got to change the bloody thing. You change the thing. You change it. You can't keep doing insanity and doing it over and over again. Do you know what I mean? Over and over again. Hayden, they should have also had 3 or 4 goals in the opening minutes of the match. We'll make so many ditch that. Yeah, because of our defensively, we're on the left side. As I predicted, as I said, I don't want to sound very arrogant here, but I did say that they're going to attack the left side. What did they do? Attack the left side. You know what? Listen to Uncle Sal sometimes. Maybe I do speak rubbish sometimes, but I do speak some gospel sometimes. And all the goals came from the left-hand side. They kept getting the ball to the left, our left, and they kept crossing it in. The same thing. Third goal, they done exactly the same thing. Went down the left of our side on the second half, scored a goal. I said it, and that is as a result of playing a right footer on the left back who can't do it. Some players can do it, he can't do it, and that's the problem that we're having, and we keep doing it. After his out entered the way. Drizzy, don't say that. Don't ruin the morning for me. Drizzy, it's Friday. It's Friday. Don't give me that Friday blues, guy. Please. Absolutely. Good morning, Sanjay. How you doing, my friend? How you doing? Now, before I get anyone in, I just wanna bring this up for you guys. Before I start anything, if you don't mind, I just want to bring up. Oops. Shouldn't have done that. I just want to bring up this, if I may. Right. This is my ratings. So I'm going to go straight into my ratings for the game. So this is my ratings for the game, guys. If you look at the team, I don't know what you think about it, but this is how I rate the game yesterday in regards to the game, of course, obviously. But Onana got a 5 for me. The reason I give him a 5, I felt he did okay, is because he punched that ball out straight to the opposition player. And one thing about Onana, what he's got to take out of his game is when you save a shot, try and move it away from the goal or try and move it behind the goal. Don't just hit it straight at the opposition player, back straight at the opposition player. Leacher had a very poor game again for me. I'm very disappointed in Leacher. I don't know what's going on with Leacher since he's been back from the Copa America, or that injury, we could say. He has been very, very poor. And it is surprising for Leacher to be this poor. I don't know what's going on with him, but he gets a 4 for me. De Ligt didn't have his best game for me. He was positionally a bit suspect. Had a few good tackles here, but a very average 5 for me. He was average in the game. We could see the 3 goals, so we can't really rant and rave about our defense yesterday. Dalot, a poor 4 again, out of position a number of times. Not his fault because it's not his position, left back, but caught out of position a number of times, in my opinion. So, yeah, you know what? Dalot had a poor game. Mazraoui, again, very average. Didn't get forward. Didn't really put a foot wrong, but didn't really put a foot right, if you know what I mean, if you get my drift. That was a very average game, again, from the defenders, from the 4 defenders, and the goalkeeper was a very, very poor display, in my opinion. Ericsson got rated a 5, started well, started brightly, but again, faded out of the game, tired, legs are slow, etc. Too slow for our midfield. We need a player who can really move the ball around and move it quickly, guys. Absolutely. Casemiro, again, average 5, did okay. First game of the season starting, so you know what, I wouldn't lay into him too much, but it was a very poor display. It would have been better to play the double pivot, of course. Bruno, again, very, very, very poor. Again, I give him a 3 and probably the worst performance on the pitch. Culminated in getting sent off again. Basically, I know the other one got overturned, but you know what? You'd leave yourself in a position, you leave yourself wide open for the referee to make a decision. And he did that, lifting his leg like a karate kick all the way high above the player's head, which you know you can't do, especially when you're already on a yellow card. You can't be doing things like that. Ahmad, again, a very poor game for Ahmad. Was not brilliant. He hasn't been brilliant for a while. Maybe he needs to drop out of the team for a little while. Maybe we need to rotate it. But you know what? When you're playing for Manchester United, you need to be consistent. You can't be half-hearted performances. You need to perform well every single game, guys. Every single game, you need to perform well, in my opinion. For me, Højlund got a rated a 6. I felt he did okay. Got the goal, of course. Did well. Hold-up play was good. He did okay, in my opinion. First game starting, of course. So I felt he did okay. And I'm going to give Rashford the man of the match. And the reason I'm going to give Rashford the man of the match, because in the first half, he was fantastic, I felt. He didn't track back, I know. But I felt like he was fantastic. And I'm going to give him the props that he deserves, if I'm being honest. I'm going to give him the props that he deserves. No, for me, he shouldn't have started. But you know what? He played okay yesterday, scored a goal, could have had a couple more. He did okay on that left side. And we were playing a lot on that left side. And I felt like he did okay yesterday. So do you know what? I'm not going to make any bones bad. You know what? I'm not his biggest fan, but you know what? He played all right yesterday. When we look at the substitutes, I'll give Garnacho a 6. I'll give Xerxes. I felt Garnacho was working tirelessly on that side when he came on. I felt he was running a lot. End product was a bit bad, you know, but you know he needs to work on that. But he was putting a lot of work in his shift. And you know what? I felt he done okay when he came on. Xerxes missing, didn't see him at all. 4, I give him, wasn't great. Again, he needs to pick it up, and he needs to pick it up quickly. Evans got rated a 5 for me. Average, you know what? Average Evans, steady Eddie. It was an average game when he came on. Did okay, but nothing spectacular. The competing for the man of the match was Harry Maguire, in my opinion. When he came on, I felt he was fantastic. I mean, especially with that header. Although he did the reason he didn't get man of the match, because I feel like he got caught out a couple of times in defense. I think one led to the goal. And you know what? But I would give him 7 for rescuing the game for Manchester United. He really did rescue the game for us, in my opinion. But overall, a very, very, very poor display in the second half in between. I mean, when you go 2-0 up and you can see a 2 goals after 8 minutes, it's going to be, you know, you're going to be scrutinized, of course, guys. Let's have a look. Big up. They should have 3 or 4 goals. Yeah, I think I read that one. Afternoon sound, enter the way. Yeah, I think, oh dear. I think I read that. Good morning. Of course, good morning, Sanjay. Yeah, absolutely, Drizzy. Absolutely. You're right, Uncle Sal. Sometimes you speak rubbish. I agree. So do you, Hayden. We're only human at the end of the day. It's like Eric Ten Hag and Bruno have thrown in the towel. Booze. All I'm seeing irrational decisions. But one thing you would say about it is that, you know what? Goodness me. Conceding 2 goals after we going 2-0 up and end up with 2-2 after that is typical this typical Man United. Do you know what I mean? Men actually problem is defensive tactic. Attacking is good and Rasmus available. Attacking is good, and I told Mr. Hayden about Rasmus. It does work well with Rasmus. He's a good striker, and he needs a chance. And when he gets a chance, he scores goals. And he did score a goal yesterday on his first appearance back. I feel like the criticism is totally unfair. I think that he's a young player. I thought up front we were good. We were decent. I wouldn't say fantastic, but I'll say we were decent. The midfield was Bagel FC again. I felt our midfield was absolutely terrible, in my opinion, in regards to leaving themselves wide open. The biggest problem in the team is the left-back position. And yeah, I read the game. I've been saying this for weeks. I sound like a broken record in regards to that left-back position. I said it all summer about the left-back position. You see, like, people talk in hindsights. I don't talk in hindsights. You know what I mean? I talk with facts. And the thing is that our left-back has been a problem. And I said that before the season started. And you know what? It's coming to fruition, of course, guys. You know, we're conceding most goals there, you know. Can we talk about Bruno? Yes, we can. I'm going to get right into that, child. Don't worry about that. I will stop watching Man United football. It's a flop. I need new players and a new boss. I'm trying to keep watching, keep supporting your team. And that's what it's all about. It's about keep supporting your team, my friend. Keep supporting them. Things will change if they have to change, my friend. They have to change, of course. Onana was one of our best players in the team, although he did give away a goal and he conceded 3 goals. So I don't know about that. Okay. Dalot in Licha was not that good in defense. Dalot and Licha. No, there wasn't. But one thing I would say, and I would in a leap of Licha Martinez defense, is that the left back position in regards to playing a right foot on the left back, it puts pressure on Licha Martinez because he's more inclined to cover that position. So obviously he's doing more work to cover that position. And it is a bit of a problem now that we're having. We don't have a left back, as I said, apart from the young Harry Amass and Murray. Of course, we have those players that we can drift in, but now we haven't drifted them in the cup game, so we're not going to drift them in big games against Aston Villa and teams like that. So we have to make do with what we got. The problem we're having is positional-wise on that side, and it is a big problem. It is also affecting the left side, including Garnacho and including Rashford as well. So this is the problem we're having. It's on the left side, and obviously it is harming our defence going forward, of course. How far is Lenny Yoroway? So I would drop Licha for Maguire. November, I think, mid this month to beginning of next month. I think earliest he could be back is 15th of October, I heard. That's what I'm saying. Aiden, hey, Ahmad, he's a young kid. You can't criticize him. No, you can't criticize him. And I didn't. I know you can criticize. What are you talking about? You can criticize, but you don't abuse people. You don't abuse people saying they're crap and they're rubbish. That's not constructive. Saying someone didn't play well, Hayden, I know you're a smart ass, right? Listen, but saying a player didn't play well, right, is not insulting a player. That is just constructive criticism. My guy, you know what? There's people, right, in this world who'd love to come on to disagree with you. They never come on to agree. Don't be that guy, Hayden. Every time you come on my channel, you're disagreeing with me. My goodness me, even though I'm dumbfounded. I am done for Man United football. Very bad. It'll never come good for now. Next year, I need a world-class. We all do need world-class, mate. We want a world-class team. Of course, we can build a world-class team, but at the end of the day, we're trying that. That's what we're trying to do at the end of the earth, my friend. And we're trying to build a world-class team as well. So Rashford and Onana sisters. Onana got an average score. I didn't give him a poor score, Hayden. He got an average score. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, Hayden, do you know what? I think he gave away a goal. So when a goalkeeper gives away a goal, I'm not going to give him 6 or 7. No, he's conceded 3 goals. You know what I mean? And 2 of those goals should have saved, in my opinion. But at the end of the day, what do I know, as you said? Big up Sniper Man. Maguire is the savior. Absolutely, Sniper Man. Big up. How you doing, my friend? Good to have you back. Who is better, Shaw, Malacia, or Amass? Luke Shaw is one of the best left backs in Europe when he's fit, right? So I'm not going to criticize Luke Shaw, my friend, but Harry Amass is the future, and I'm very excited about Harry Amass, if I'm being totally honest with you. Absolutely. Rasmus scored. I can't complain because the goalkeeper rubbish, but hey, if they're doing his job, we have no issues. He played well in the first half. Well, my goodness, Hayden said a positive comment. My goodness me about what I said. Oh, heartburn. On the left back should Nus stay. I don't know who Nus is, mate. Nus. Who's Nus? Stay. The max issue will be Rashi will be effective assist. Would you sell Rashi? Would you sell him in the summer? What would you say about that? Fan, for me, all the team play very bad football. It's not only Bruno Rashford or Nana or Casemiro. Yeah, we got a big problem, mate. It's multi-layered, fan. In Google, it's showing Euro will be back in 3rd November. Yeah, as I said, beginning of November, mid-October, if we're lucky. I think he's. I've heard he's doing very well in his recuperation, which is good. Also, the first 2 goals were really based on the shot, the ball on the keeper with high power and hoping to get a goal. The one thing you do in regards to being a goalkeeper, you have to show yourself. And when you parry the ball out, you have to parry it away from the goal at the end of the day. The saves for Onana, it stopped it from being a 3 out of 10. You know what I mean? Because he done. So he got an average score for me. He done his job, as Roy Keane said. Man United going to win EPL. Oh, Richard, mate. Come on, mate. Come on. I don't know who you are, Richard, but, you're taking the mick. You posted the same comment yesterday and stopped spamming. You have been warned. Grayo, absolutely. Thanks, bruv. Thanks for that. Absolutely. It's annoying. You know what I mean? Now, let me go on to the next thing, what I'm going to talk about. And this is exactly what I don't like. I'm going to show you this. First of all, right. Let's not get this. Let me get this up. I'm going to show you this first of all. This is Rasmus' Instagram post from yesterday. Sorry if it's a bit small, but let me read it out for you. It says, it basically says, Rasmus, luckily I had 6 weeks to practice my celebration. A win would have made it perfect. A win would have made it perfect, right? So Rasmus Højlund posted that last night after the game. He had a lot of criticism coming his way, a lot of anger within the fan base saying, oh, it's a time and a place and blah, blah, blah. You know, I mean, that is one thing. Okay, they have a point in regards to that. I'm not going to disagree so much, but they have a point in regards to that. Maybe he should just left it, but he's happy he scored a goal, of course, guys. And we, which is okay. But when you look at this, guys, we get this in the fan base, right? They've conveniently cut out the last bit. It would have been better if we win the game. They basically kept. Luckily, I had 6 weeks to practice my. This is it basically. Yeah, a win would have made it perfect, right? I haven't got it, but on this tweet, I'll give you it right now. There is a part of it. I'm going to get you it, but basically on this tweet, people have been removing that a win would have made it perfect. A win would have made it perfect. People have been removing that. And saying, just talking about the celebration. So basically manipulating something to create hatred. And this is the kind of thing I don't like. No matter what you think about this post, you know what? Me, myself, I wouldn't have done it if I'm being honest. But he's happy he scored. So I'm not going to pick any bones about that. He scored a goal. We didn't lose the game. We drew the game. And you know what? He's happy. And people are removing the bottom bit, which a win would have made it perfect. You know, and just to say that, making it look like he's selfish and he's only concerned about scoring goals and stuff. Doesn't make sense sometimes, these people. Honest to God. No wonder we get bad things happen to us. My goodness me, guys. Sniper Man. Yeah, read that one. Absolutely. Also in the first 2 goals, based on that. Yep. Sal, you missed my chat. Sorry if I miss them, mate. I have to go through. I've got loads of chats to get through, Sniper Man. Sorry, bro. I've taught different opinions. Welcome and not an echo chamber. I'm giving you your opinion, but you don't force opinions upon people. Hayden, I'm giving you your opinion every single time. And I read out your opinion, unlike other channels. I read it out. I could just ignore you, but I don't because I respect you and I respect your opinion. I read it out and I respect it. We have a different opinion, Hayden. That doesn't mean any less of you. It doesn't mean any less of me. I got nothing but love for you, brother. And at the end of the day, if you don't agree with me, so be it. We're Man United fans. Keep it like that. At the end of the day, at least I read out the comments. At least we have a debate. You know what I mean? And that is what it's all about. It's about a healthy debate. As long as we don't get in the realms of insults, we have a healthy debate. And I love healthy debates, Hayden. That is what football's about. And hopefully we get better and hopefully we will. And you know what? If you're right, so be it. I'll be celebrating just if I'm wrong. It doesn't matter for me. I want Man United to win. This is not about my opinion. You know what I mean? I don't care. You know what I mean? I just want us to win football matches. I'm frustrated. Do you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, if you're right, I'm wrong, so be it. As long as we win the game, it's nothing to do with me. Dalot and Licha look like they need time on the bench, and hopefully Maguire and Evans partner did it. Am I the only one that noticed Xerxes looked poor in those 2 games? Yeah, he's looked very slow and pedestrian goals for George. I'm getting a little bit concerned in regards to that. Doesn't look ready, doesn't look sharp, looks a little bit chunky, if I'm being honest. No disrespect. Looks like he needs to do a bit of cardio, if I'm being honest. If you're going to no disrespect, he does need to do that. I think he does, if I'm opinion. He does look a bit pedestrian, if I'm being honest. Hoyland is better than Xerxes. He is at the moment. Actually, you see, it's logical, Sal, by it, because left there was Ericsson and Dalot, which are weak in the left flank defense. GK, no, we only played the left Dalot as left back because we got no choice. If that's the case, then play the double pivot. Don't leave yourself exposed on the left side, GK. If you have a right-sided left back on the left, you know what? It's going to create spaces because they're going to be inverting quite a lot and create spaces on the left-hand side for the teams to exploit. Now, we played Ericsson out of choice, not because of a tactical reason. We didn't play Ericsson because Dalot was playing. We played Ericsson because he likes Ericsson, and he feels like we can control the match. Little does he know is that we are slower when Ericsson plays. We are pedestrian when Ericsson plays. And if we had a left back, he would still play. Even if we had Luke Shaw, Ericsson would still play. But as we've been crying out for the last few weeks, we're crying out for is a double pivot. That's what we need. We need a double pivot. This is what the media does every time, especially when politics with United. Absolutely, Sanjay. Absolutely, my friend. Sal, it is reported that Sir Alex Ferguson wants Allegri to place Ten Hag. Well, I wouldn't trust anything that Sir Alex says about picking managers at the end of the day, because at the end of the day, he did pick David Moyes, didn't he? I want to be listening to him. Time and place for everything. Rasta. Absolutely. Please hit the like button, subscribe button. Thank you, Grayo, legend, moderator, of course. My one suggestion is remove and put Dalot as a right back, bring Amas in left back. Agreed, JK. Agreed, thank you. But I'll keep it about 5, and at top there will be Rasmus and about Amas, and I'll be assistant course. Good point, good point. I wouldn't play 3 at the back though. I wouldn't play the 5. I wouldn't myself. I don't think that's the problem. I think it's the midfield is the problem. I don't think we need to flood the defense by doing that. I think Amas is ready, in my opinion. I will sell Anana, Bruno, Rashid, Shaw, Maguire next summer. You know what? If the new manager does come in, is he going to have his choice? Is he going to be able to sell the goalkeeper? Of course. Is he going to be able to do that? That is the one thing about it. They're new. Sal, so who would be your replacement as manager? I don't like talking about the managers too much, about replacing managers when we've currently got a manager at the moment. But as I've always said, if we were going to replace the manager, I want someone who's dynamic, brave, not naive in regards to the midfield as well. I want a manager who knows what he's doing and it's got a plan B, basically. He's got a plan B, and no favoritism and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? I want a manager like that. You know what I mean? I like Nagelsmann. I like obviously Zidane. Obviously, he's the big name out there, but I like those type of managers. I like Miguel of Girona. I like that manager. I like Emery. If I was going to have my choice right now, it's between Emery and Nagelsmann. I would pick a sort of edge towards Emery because he's proven in the Premier League, and what he's done at Aston Villa is incredible, you know, and we have to admit that, you know. Man United went Inzaghi, but he plays 3 at the back. Yeah, that's a problem. And you know what? That will soon get toxic, you know, when he starts playing 3 at the back and we're not scoring enough goals and stuff. I don't want to sell Maguire short, Onana. So I agree. We need an attacking pro plus wing back, but in defense also we need to be good. Yeah, we are good in defense. It's just that our midfield is too open. The defense can only do what they are put up against. In regards to the midfield is the games are won and lost. There's a reason that Jose Mourinho kept playing a double pivot and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer kept playing a double pivot because he knew the weaknesses. Now we have a strong defense relatively. We need to protect that midfield, because we go forward too much. And when we go forward too much, you're expecting miracles from the defenders. And this is the problem. It's naive, you know. I said Maguire should start. Well, Licha hasn't played well, has he? I'd go for either Inzaghi or Amarin. I like Amarin. It's the problem, though, with Amarin is the price that they want to get rid of him, Bashir. They want a lot of money from him, don't they? 20 million or something like that. It's too much. And then we have to pay, obviously, Erik ten Hag as well. We have to pay him off too. Yeah, it's a bit crazy. But Zidane didn't let many young players rise. Good point, Sniper Man. I agree. Good point. Very good point. Did I hear that Rashford and the gaffer had words? Maybe there probably was a little bit of a altercation in the dressing room. You never know. But you know what? That's football, and I actually like that kind of thing because it shows that they care. It shows that they want to win, and I like that. I was disappointed with the build-up in the game. They focused on the Tottenham game, breaking down the tactics, taking about commentary and the FA Cup, how the gaffer should be sacked, but nothing on op. I mentioned the Coventry City game yesterday night on the game watch-along, and yeah, nothing's changed in regards to that, Hayden, and it is a tactical thing. We're a little bit naive in regards to that. I don't know why we're so naive. I mean, any team that concedes 3 goals against Coventry City and should have lost 4-3, let's be honest. There's a simple problem. There's a big problem going on. There's a very big problem going on, and we haven't fixed it. And it's not just the defense. It's not just the goalkeeper. It's not just the midfield. It's a whole thing. The tactics are wrong, and he needs to change it. He needs to do something that is a balance, between the two. Eriksen has been a fantastic pro. Been a brilliant player over the years. Whether he's playing for Ajax, whether he's playing for Inter, whether he's playing for Tottenham, whether he's playing for us, United or Brentford. He's been a fantastic player. But I just feel like, he just doesn't have the legs for that midfield central. I would have played double pivot and I would have played Eriksen as the number 10 and dropped Bruno because Bruno does deserve to be dropped if we're being totally honest. Sadio Nagase is not going to leave German national team. Not yet, probably. Not yet. He's not doing great there. He hasn't won anything yet, but it is tough. Collier may have had a chance to play left back as he's a stronger, faster, and more physical. Don't trust Amas as I preferred other foreigners who way ahead physically. I disagree. Joel goes for George. I think Amas is ready. He's ready. I'd rather play Harry Amas as a natural left back than Collier, who's not, and he's a kid. And we're gonna destroy him. As what happened against Barnsley running ragged for the first half when he was playing left back, so they moved him into the central midfield. It won't work. We just need. But as I said, we needed a left back. We didn't get one, did we? And I did say that, and people shut me down, at the end of the day. But Sal, we need to be creative centre midfield. Yes, the creative centre midfield, we're not defence. So Casemiro, Ugarte, only solution, or Collier. Yes, we do need to have a control in that midfield. We do. But at the end of the day, when you have a number 10 who can control, you have that number 10. If the number 10 can move into a midfield 3, you can have a midfield 3. So you can have the Eriksen, Bruno, and Casemiro, or you can have Eriksen, Mainu, and Ugarte. You can do something like that, but don't push too far forward. You've already got 3 up front. So when you've got 3 up front, you've already got Garnacho and Rasmus and Ahmad or something like that. And you've got those 3 already up front. So you can play 3 in the middle. Yes, Eriksen can go forward and he can leave the double pivot, or he can leave Mainu and Casemiro or something like that in the midfield. You can do that. But when you have just one CDM and Eriksen goes forward, and then you're leaving isolating Casemiro on his own, that's when you get problems. And also with the fact that we don't have a left back, it's creating that much space. We're drifting, the left back, Casemiro is drifting towards. I know that and when Dalot does the inverted thing, when he moves in, sometimes he goes into midfield, it leaves a big gaping gap on the left. It's not working, in other words. Oh, allow me, Trizzy. You are killing me. Big up Allegri. Any good? Apparently, Sir Alex is a fan. Sir Alex was a fan of David Moyes. I wouldn't put any weight on what Sir Alex thinks about managers. I wouldn't. Sorry. I love Sir Alex, but no, it's got to be an Ineos decision. We don't have even McTominay now. I worry losing to Aston Villa. Allow my goodness me, McTominay. Yeah, we had McTominay for 10 years. You know what I mean? We didn't do much, did we? At the end of the day, we lost 7. We lost 6-1 with McTominay. We lost many games with McTominay. It's not McTominay. It's a tactical thing, a structural thing within the team. And the way we're playing, we're naive and we're creating too much chances. We're not doing good in regards to that. If it ever come to Man United, he would end up like Ten Hag. The pressure will him up. Yeah, it's too much pressure. Man United, the shirt is heavy. As we know, Man United, the shirt is heavy. Bruno should be stripped of captaincy. He's not a leader. Yeah, some people think that. You know what? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer thought that as well, didn't he? That's why he kept Maguire as captain. Eriksen was not good in the Brentford. Eriksen was decent at Brentford. He was decent. He was good. He was decent. That's why we signed him, because he played well. He was decent. Brentford did well. Not the first time I saw Eric Ten Hag run, but he's run out of legs now. We can't play him. You know what I mean? The guy's got a heart bypass, for goodness sake. You know what I mean? I saw Eric Ten Hag ruining our second half. Hope Aston Villa is his last game. Ashik, I don't hope anyone gets sacked. I'll be honest with you, brother. I don't hope that anyone gets sacked. In my opinion, in my humble opinion, I hope he wins. But at the end of the day, you know what? Whatever you do, you're going to die on your own sword, isn't it? If you don't put the right choices, Ashik, you know what? You know what's going to happen in it. But I will never wish bad on anyone, of course, guys. Hayden, I was talking about the coverage from TNT Sport with the build-up to the game. They could have talked about the two teams stack up our previous meets instead of talked about the league form. Didn't they talk about the previous meetings between Man United and Porto? There's been some good ones. Obviously, the Jose Mourinho thing, you know, obviously Cristiano Ronaldo from 40 yards, you know, we've had some big ones. Not forgetting the 4-0 at Old Trafford in the 1990s. We had that as well. Why didn't they talk about that? Strange. I don't have TNT. I mean, obviously, it used to be BT Sports, didn't it? When I was in England, I got fed up with their coverage. I have something called TOD in here in UAE, and I watch that, you know. But then again, I have Richard Keys, you know, and Andy Gray, Hayden. So is that any better? Do you know what I mean? Oh God! Did you see anyway Villa won against Bayern? Villa are brilliant. I'm not gonna lie, they're brilliant. They're playing fantastic. Big up Aston Villa. They're an example to everyone. Sniper Man, absolute example to everyone. My favorite is Garnacho, Rasmus, Rashid, Ahmad, top pace. Yeah. Well, we need to pick it up, though, up front. Big up, everyone. Big up, Randy. How you doing, my friend? So I had a dream that Eric Ten Hag was sacked and his replacement was someone even. I thought you said Johnny Evans. My goodness me. Johnny Evans has replaced Eric Ten Hag as the manager of Man United. Oh, my God. He had Lampard's face, Gerrard's hair, and coat of Pep. Dream team. God blimey. So, Casemiro, Ugarte, Eriksen, Bruno, midfield against Villa. Casemiro, Ugarte, Eriksen, Bruno, midfield. I would leave out Bruno myself, but I get what you mean. I would flood that midfield and leave us more solid in regards to that. We'll play free, yeah. We'll play free. You know what? For me, the midfield will be Ugarte, Casemiro, and Mainu for me. And I'll leave out Bruno. I will leave out Bruno. I would. Honestly, he's been crap. We have to be honest. We can't keep playing players when they're not playing well, of course. Maguire, wow, still can't believe it. I know, me neither. I can't believe we scored from a corner. Villa had a super sub and we don't accept Maguire. You know what is funny? Because there was a guy on Twitter who was saying, you know what, we need a goal. And he throws on Harry Maguire and Johnny Evans. And what happened? You know what? That's why I don't talk too much on Twitter. I keep quiet. I don't talk too soon on Twitter. I've been caught out a number of times. So do you think Bruno can play right midfield? No, too slow, sluggish. He's not a right midfielder. I like my right midfielders to cross. I like my right midfielders to be more on the ball, running at the defender. And Bruno can't run at the defender. Bruno can't run back and track back. He's not that type of player. He will get frustrated and he'll end up getting another red card, in my opinion, if I'm being honest. So, I wouldn't do that if I'm in. If we go to the actual game stats, guys, if I bring this into the thing. There is the stats for the game, guys. Just in case you haven't seen the stats for the games, I'm just giving you the stats here. Goal expectancy and stuff like that. So when we look at it, ball possession wasn't bad. 53% of the ball we had with 10 men. Sorry about that. With 10 men, we had 53% of the ball, guys. You can't complain with that, can you? That's not too bad if we're looking at it like that. Shots on goal, still a lot, still 7, but we had 9, not bad. Block shots, we had, this is not a bad performance. Obviously, Man United on the right-hand side. Free kicks, 6 to their 8. Corner kicks, 10 to their 5. Now, when we look at these stats, right, doesn't it look like, we should have won the game? Crazy, isn't it, when you think about it? Like, did we play better when Bruno went off the pitch? Is that a point? Is that a point to say? Am I unfair on Bruno? Did we play better when Bruno was off the pitch? We'll have to wait. I mean, you know what? Those stats are quite telling, guys. If I'm being honest. Let's have a look, guys. Sal, Villa had a super sub, and we don't have it except. Sal, do you think Bruno can play? No, I don't. I think I read that one. What about Mount? He has to play right midfield to Chelsea and play. You know what? We haven't tried it. I don't know why we don't try it. The one thing I would say is that on the right, I want my midfielder, a right midfielder, to be a right midfielder. I don't want him cutting in. I don't want him shooting and stuff, cutting in inadvertently. I want him to attack the fullback, and I want him to cross. My problem is that will he attack the fullback? Unless he's got a wand of a right foot and he can cross that ball into the box and create chances like David Beckham used to do, because David Beckham notoriously didn't have pace. Then you know what? There's no point playing a Mount unless he has that. Do you know what I mean? You know what? But I would say that it is worth a shout. It is worth a chance. It is. I would say that. I think we should try something different at the end of the day, you know, rather than a player, 50 million player sitting on the bench doing nothing. Spider-Man, that's the dream manager. Oh, my God. Lampard does it. Wow. God blimey. Don't say that. 100%. Big up, everyone, of course. Sniper Man. And comparing who take the set pieces, I want Eriksen to take corners and Mount should take free kicks in the absence of Bruno. Bruno doesn't take free kicks well, has he? Recently, he hasn't been taking great free kicks, has he? Do you know what I mean? Leytonstone, East London, like me, Chow. The same as me. Leytonstone, East London. He's born in the same hospital as me. Whips Cross. Me and David Beckham are from the same area, same part of London, same town. Yep. I used to play at Hackney Marshes when I was a kid, and he used to be there in Hackney Marshes when I was a kid. Yeah. So yeah, Bex is from my neck of the woods, guys. Absolutely. Yeah. So look, you know what? We move on to Aston Villa. I'll be doing the match preview for the Aston Villa game tomorrow at 2:00 UK time, of course. You know what? Another game. And I feel, is it Erik Ten Hag's last game? Is it Erik Ten Hag's last game, guys? Do you think it's over for Erik Ten Hag on Sunday? Do you think enough is enough on Sunday? What do you make of it? So you said you have met Peter Crouch. What did you talk to him about? At the time, England played the night before. England played the night before against Belgium, and we were talking about Belgium and England, and we were talking about the game at the end of the day. Yeah, we're talking about that. Yeah, he came to hospital with his wife. I used to work in a hospital in St George's Hospital in London. Yeah, and he came in a few times. A few footballers came in. Wilfried Zaha came in. Lots of people came in the hospital. Lots of people used to be regulars there. Yeah. He has an attitude, though. Didn't like it. He's not what you see on the TV. We need a proper left back. You've been calling for it for a time now. I know, Randy. I've been calling it from time now. I mean, I don't know why they didn't listen to me. If it was me, I wouldn't have signed Mazraoui. I know Mazraoui has been a fantastic signing, but I would have signed a left back instead of Mazraoui. We got Dalot as right back. You know, we don't have a left back, and that's the sad thing. You know, but hindsight's a beautiful thing, as I always said. Top button. I want to dismiss Allegri so quickly. He's won a raft of trophies and Scudettos over years. Not to be sneezed at, worth considering. He's going to be in consideration anyway, top button. He will be in consideration. You know what? Maybe it's just getting used to the idea of having an Italian managed Man United, which we've never have we? You know, so we'll have to get used to it. The three at the back could be a problem, though. Yes, enough is enough, Sniper Man. Will Odegaard to play against Villa? I hope so. I want to play the double pivot. Don't leave him on his own. This is the problem we're having. Do you have Peter? Yes, I do. I have a number of footballers' numbers. I do. You'll be surprised. I don't want to lose, but I don't want to keep Erik Ten Hag misery. Just concentrate on winning the game, Ashif. Everything else will work itself. Everything else will work itself. My friend of misery. Oh, goodness me. Am I miserable? I'm not miserable today. I'm quite all right. Aidan, you said you don't mind Ruben Amorim as a manager. Guess who's the best manager is Victor Gyökeres, by the way. He plays the three at the back. I wonder if he would change his style for the job. At the end of the day, Hayden, no matter who the manager is, I don't like the three at the back, as you know, but whoever manages Man United, you know what, I'm tired and I'll just support it. And at the end of the day, I'm not going to be against Amorim. Whatever he does, I'll support the manager. And whatever his plans are, It'd be great if he brought in your boy as well, Gio Keres. It'd be great if he brought him in as well, because we do need an experienced striker, a more experienced striker in regards to that. But yeah, maybe he can get our players working. Maybe we'll get the tactics working. Although it's going to cost a lot of money to get him out of Sporting Lisbon. Obviously, he was going to go to Liverpool, wasn't he? But they can afford him, of course. Do you have Ronaldo's number? No, I don't. I don't think many people have Ronaldo's number. I think Beckham was underrated. Beckham was one of the greatest players of all time. One of. Erik ten Hag is a survivor and survives always a survivor. Erik ten Hag going nowhere. You know what? If he beats Aston Villa, he will survive against Sunday. If he draws the game, then it's going to be a bit precarious. It's not going to be absolutely solid, in my opinion, if he draws the game, guys. Absolutely. So at the end of the day, guys, it's going to be difficult. If he draws the game, you know what? It's a big decision to make. If he loses the game, it's more or less, I'm 80% sure he won't be a Man United player come after the international break, in my opinion. In my humblest of opinion. Have you watched Peter Crouch's podcast? I have. I have. Man United need to play three at the back. We can't just score and goals. Goals create left back issues. If we want Amas in left back, we have three necessary. Yeah, but we're not going to play Amas GK. We're not going to play Amas. And the three at the back don't work. Elite teams don't play it anymore. And no, at the end of the day, Man City don't play it and stuff like that. And, you know, Real Madrid don't play it. They don't need to play it. Barcelona don't play it. You know, elite teams don't play it. Italian teams play it. Italian teams are very notoriously have always played the three at the back. It is a very difficult formation to master because just because you play three at the back doesn't mean you're more defensive. I'll give you a reason why. Because when the fullbacks go forward, when they're playing the three at the back, the fullbacks are more inclined to go forward, much more forward. And that creates space because that means that the three at the back split and it causes problems. It's very hard to master. If you get it right, it's all right, but it's very hard to master. You need players who specialize in that position. Villa will eat our midfield. Eriksen. I agree, Chow. I do agree. So have you been to any of Diddy parties? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I've worked with the Outlaws, Hayden, which is Tupac's group. Yeah. I don't like P. Diddy from the 90s. I've never liked him from the 90s. I knew about him from the 90s, mate. You know what I mean? And I'm close with Puck's family. I'm close with that. If people know me, if you do your research and stuff. So that's a bit insulting, Hayden, but I'm not going to take it. You know, I'm not going to say anything to you. But yeah, at the end of the day, no, I haven't been to any of his parties, and I've never liked P. Diddy. I never liked his music. I never liked him as a person. Never met him, and I never want to meet him, to be honest with you. I think he's a horrid person. At the end of the day, I think he has a lot to do with what happened to Puck. I think he had a lot to do with what happened to Biggie. I think he had a lot to do with that, and he's not a good person at the end of the day. Yeah, at the end of the day. Are you married? Because I am, or do you just have a cat and a dog? Hayden, use Noose as a left back, then you can't play Rashford as a left wing fullback. Yeah, true. Do you listen to Eminem? He recently knew me. Yeah, I listen to Eminem. I've worked with Eminem. I've worked with D12. If you know about me, you know. I've got a video coming on my membership videos. On my membership videos this week, coming up the next few days, and I'm going to be talking about the situation with Eminem. A very, very funny situation with Eminem. And you're going to want to watch this, guys. It's going to be incredibly funny. Yeah, I'm not invited because I'm not a N-word. N-O word. Yeah. Absolutely. So, yeah, guys. Next one who writes a comment like that gets blocked, though. Chow, there is a video of Justin Bieber getting mentored from Diddy. Like, I don't want to talk about that, mate. It's disgusting for me, and it's gonna get. You know what? I'll get in trouble. You know what I mean? I'll get in trouble if I start talking about those sort of things, especially on YouTube. They're very sensitive with these things, isn't it? And stuff like that. But as I said, I never have a wife. Okay, do you now, mate? And no cats or dogs. I feel sorry for her. She should leave you. So we have a left back flank defense issue and assist. Also, let's see how we'll solve it and use of DMFs in midfields. So you haven't sorted out my membership yet? Grayo sorting that out. I didn't sort it out. If you want to become a member, you can become a member. It's only a couple of pounds, my friend. Grayo gave the membership. I can't get the membership back. Grayo gave it. I can't get that membership. Grayo gave you it back, didn't he, Randy? Grayo, didn't you give it back if you're in the chat? I think Grayo did. Ask Grayo. He'll sort it out for you. Masri should play left back. We should try it, Sniper Man. Why not try it? Why not? There's no harm in trying it, of course. There's no harm in trying it. Absolutely not. Yeah, so do you know Mr. Happy Face? No. I don't know. I don't know Mr. Happy Face. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you know, I do these streams to talk to you guys about football, right? I talk about football. I love talking about everything as well because I like to get to know you guys, right? And I do talk about my conversations do drift off around, and I do talk about other things. You know what I mean? But one thing I would say is that, look, you know what? When it gets in the realms of insulting people, you don't insult me. Listen, I've been around the block. I've worked with legends. I've done big things in my life, right? And I'm not being arrogant. It is just like I'm not a stupid idiot, right? So if you want to try insult man on a channel, when I read your comments out, I read everyone's comments out, every single one, regardless if they disagree with me or don't disagree with me, I read them all out. It shows a lack of intelligence when you feel the need to insult someone than coming out with a constructive opinion or being kind to someone. Always be kind to people, because at the end of the day, look, at the end, whether we agree about football or we don't agree about football, right? I will never come on here and start saying, do you know what, you're this, Sniper Man's this, Randy's this, you know what I mean, Hayden's this. I wouldn't do that. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, look, you know, people think they're smart. They're smart. I know life is a sad existence for some people. I'm very happy, by the way. That's why I'm retired in my 40, right? And at the end of the day, guys, I would never hurt anyone or diss anyone on here. You know what diss means? It means curse anyone on here or claim to be disgusting, derogatory things and stuff like that. We're all Man United supporters, and we have to back each other and we have to support each other, right? As Man United. I've been to Man United, over 500 Man United games in my career, in my life, should I say. And I've always noticed that Man United have a family atmosphere. They always have a family atmosphere. In particular, when I was younger, there was a family atmosphere. And that somehow drifted away from the fan base a little bit. And there's more people inclined on being rude and separating people and dividing people than trying to bring people together, if you know what I mean. It doesn't work with me, guys. It doesn't work with me. If someone wants to be rude to me, I mean, at the end of the day, they're more than welcome to come on here on the show and try and be rude to me. It's up to you. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I don't deal with computer warriors and things like that. You know, PC warriors. Did kickbox for 8 years, by the way. So at the end of the day, be good to people and be kind to people. And that's one thing I would say to everyone on this stream. I'll say that to everyone on the stream. Be kind to people, right? Think before you speak, and you might be, you know what I mean? It might work for you in regards to making more friends and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Big up, Randy. Yeah, I'm going to sort that out. I'll speak to Grayo today. Who insulted you? Tell me. It's in the chat, mate. GK, do you think we should get a look on American manager? Depends who it is. I don't rate anyone at the moment in regards to Americans in regards to the manager. Mate, I didn't think you would have taken an offense to a joke. We're calling someone a nonce, mate. It's pretty offensive, Hayden. I know, Sal, you are a person who will not get affected by a big bad mouth. People know, you know what your ideas and what constructive talks regarding what United want. It's all about constructive criticism. It's all about constructive agreeing, disagreeing. I've been wrong loads of times. I'm happy to say it. I mean, other people won't say it. Anyway, Sal, what do you think would happen if Prime Beckham played for us now? Would be the same, or would we be winning streak? It'd be different because we have Sir Alex Ferguson. Sir Alex Ferguson is a different animal, of course. This Dallas inverted thing is leading to Lissandra having to defend wired channels. Thank you, Rizwan. I said it earlier in the show, which clearly ain't working, and no support from Rashford. Rashford ain't supporting Dallas. Exactly, mate. It's a domino effect. It's a domino Ridwan. It's a domino effect that we're having at the moment in regards to Marcus Rashford. Of course, it is a domino effect. We need to sort that out. We need to find a left back. Maybe get a left back in temporarily and in January or something like that. Do you know what I mean? Maybe then. Do you know what I mean? So We need to sort that out quickly, otherwise we're going to continue conceding those sort of goals. We're not going to improve, of course, guys. But guys, listen, Randy, Dalot is making Leach look bad. Yep, I'm glad you all have joined the party, guys. I said it last night. Thank you so much. I mean, you guys are intelligent. You know what's got Wagwan in regards to Man United, of course, guys. At the end of the day, guys, I want to thank you all for joining me today. Guys, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new and smash a like on the video. Listen, it's no hard feelings. I have nothing but love for you all. You tell Sal that immaturity level is too low on the internet, but correct to call it out. You tell him, Sal, I know. But you know what? I actually like this guy, you know, and you know what? I don't hold any grudge. It's all right. Do you know what I mean? It's all right. It's all right. Don't worry about it. That's not what I said, but if you feel I can't do nothing. Guys, in the chat, if someone says you went to P. Diddy's parties, what does that mean you are? If you ask someone, did you go to P. Diddy's parties? What does that mean you are? Why is P. Diddy getting arrested and getting scrutinized? Why is he getting in trouble? Hayden? Sal, Aston Villa is it giving fear for you? If no one fears me, mate. Absolutely no one. No other football team fears me. Absolutely. But guys, much love to you all. Hayden, forget about it. Don't worry about it. Much love. Don't worry about it. We're all different at the end of the day. Yeah, at the end of the day. So guys, it's all good. Listen, it's the weekend. It's Friday. It's about enjoying ourselves. It's about having fun. You know what I mean? That is what it's all about, guys. And I can't wait until we play on Sunday again. I'll be back here, hopefully 2 p.m. for Chatterbox, of course, guys. And and more news coming your way. Of course, I'm going to make a few phone calls and sort a few things out. But guys, you are absolutely brilliant. The show's gone so quickly, guys. It goes so quickly, too quickly, guys. I don't know what to do. Trigger Kim, possibly. Draw to Villa, possibly. Trigger Kim, 92, possibly. I wouldn't be surprised. In fact, it'd probably be a good result for Man United, considering the way we're playing at the moment, the way we're conceding goals. You know what? We have to be very, very careful. Very careful. Because if we play like that against Villa, we're going to get a good hiding. Basically, we're going to get a slap. Absolutely. Basically, if we play like that against Aston Villa, guys. But you know what? C'est la vie. We bring it on, guys. It's all about the win on Sunday. If we can do it, we can do it. But at the end of the day, look, I know a lot of people, you want Erik ten Hag out, guys. I can envision a loss at Villa Park. A lot of people can. It can possibly happen, GK, the way we're playing. But one thing I would say, support the team until it unfolds. Until it unfolds, support the team. Support the team. And whatever will be with the manager, of course, guys. With the manager, whatever will be. Of course, guys. Absolutely. So, guys, thank you so much for joining me. If anyone wants to join me for a quick chat, they're more than welcome. I'll put the link up here. If anyone wants to join me, I'm destroyed. Man United, I'm destroyed. Don't worry. Saturday tonight with me, childhood mates, rock and roll. Big up top button. Hope you have a fantastic time. Anyone want to speak for 10 minutes? They're more than welcome. You know what? Going once, going twice. Going once, going twice. Going once, going twice. Bang. Bang. We had an okay game. We are proving we will win on Sunday. I hope so, Randy. Love your positivity, mate. Really do. It's time to get positive again. But you know what? I'm going to feel sorry for Erik ten Hag if he loses his job. I'll be honest with you. It's sad, but that's football. That's the nature of the beast at the end of the day. This is what happens, you know, when you don't get results on the football pitch. This is what happens at the end of the day. And it is sad. It is sad at the end of the day. And you know what? I wish him the best of luck, of course. I wish him the best of luck. Best of luck to Erik ten Hag, of course. Absolutely. Very best of luck to Erik ten Hag and best of luck to everyone. Rasta Stocks, if you're there, the link is in the stream if you want to have your say, my friend, and stuff like that. If you want to have your say. Absolutely. Definitely, guys. So, peeps, thank you so much for joining me, guys. If no one else wants to come on, you absolute legends. Thank you so much. I shall see you later on for Chatterbox. You're more than welcome to join the show on Chatterbox. I'll be putting the link up for Chatterbox and we can have a chat about Man United and stuff like that. It will be for you, the Chatterbox show this afternoon. The chat will be for you guys. So, make sure you get on there and make sure you have your say. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. Big up, everyone. Take it easy, guys. I shall see you later on, 2 p.m. Peace out. Take it easy, peace, guys.